What's up, everybody? It is the Best Bot Kid Smooth, and I am back with another video. Today, we're talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids expansion. Yes, this is a review, and yes, I'm talking about Assassin's Creed again. The reason why this is a big deal, because this is the first major expansion since the game launched. And to put that in perspective, think about this. Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out November 2020, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla's little brother, Immortals Phoenix Rising, came out in December of 2020, and that game already have received 3 to 4 expansions, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla is finally getting its first. And the big thing about these recent Assassin's Creed games, they support these games for about two years before the next game comes out with multiple expansions. So content I was not worried about, and you shouldn't be worried about content and what you're going to get in this next expansion. So let's talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids expansion. So it's finally here. The long-awaited expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla has arrived. Originally slated for March 2021, but like other games, it was hit with delays because of the whole ongoing pandemic. So what do we get in this latest expansion? How about 13 hours of main quest line? How about 5 additional hours of just side activities? And that's actually major. Not only that, I mean, they gotta fill these hours with other stuff. You got 5 new characters that you're going to meet, and we got a beautiful new location of Ireland. Yes, so we are going to Ireland, and Ireland is a beautiful place, and we're taking down different enemies. We're taking on different quests. We're building up different camps this time around. In the main game, we had our own kind of hut to sort of build up and upgrade over time. In this one, you're gonna get kind of raid different areas. You get deeds, you get the land, and then you build it up. You level it up. So instead of having just one main kind of village to build up, you have several throughout the land, and then they serve and act as kind of travel points and restock points, places to restock your arrows, your health, your food, and just easy fast travel points. So I actually like the direction they went with this one. Now, of course, with Assassin's Creed, there's a ton of fast travel location. You get the little synchronization points. Those are still available, but I think the setup that they have here did work, and with some added kind of bonus there to help you get through the map. Because Ireland, even though Valhalla itself, the map is fairly big, Ireland is pretty decent size for an expansion. It's a pretty decent size, and there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of secrets, a lot of different areas, a lot of different challenges that you're going to be met with. I got to give it up to Ubisoft. They did a wonderful job with this expansion and the content that's in it. Now, the story is really about, Eivor, helping out his long lost cousin, who is also a king, and carrying on the bloodline, because obviously if it's his brother, you got family. You're introduced with new characters. Now, the things about the story and what you're going to be doing, it's nothing drastically different. There were times where Assassin's Creed Origins went out of its way, put you in new different scenarios in some of its expansions, and even Odyssey, and Valhalla may do that too. But for the first expansion, it feels like an extension to something I've already done with the base game. Yes, you meet different kings, and you you help them do the shit they should have been doing. So you pretty much become a mercenary for kings again. So it's much of the same. You meet characters, you do tasks for them, you fight for them, you clear spaces for them, you fight their battles. Once again, you're Eivor, and you're fighting everyone's battles. Now, nothing's wrong with that, but it's nothing new. So sure, we're gonna get new characters, we're gonna get different tragedies, we're gonna get surprises, but it's sort of a replicate of what we experienced in the first game. Sure, there was tragedy, there was surprises, there was losses, there was gains, there was romancing. That's all making its way into this package of Wrath of the Druids. It just is taking place with different locations and different characters. So if you were a fan of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will enjoy this expansion. It's a great expansion, I'll tell you that. If you're not a fan of like the recent Assassin's Creed games, or not a fan of Valhalla, you're gonna look at this expansion as more work, more like kind of busy work, and it pretty much is that. But as a fan of the series, I'm judging this as a pretty much, I'm familiar with it. I know what I'm doing with Assassin's Creed. So it's doing more of the same. I just really appreciate the location. I appreciate the diversity of the enemies and the new stuff that you gain and the different missions that you tackle on, but it's still Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So if you're a fan of Valhalla, you will love this expansion and you should pick it up if you don't already have the season pass. If you weren't the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, or if you didn't beat complete Assassin's Creed Valhalla, then you're probably not going to have the greatest time with this, because once again, it is more of the same. But if I had to give a score to Assassin's Creed Valhalla Wrath of the Druids, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I definitely recommend doing it if you're a fan of the series, because there's a lot to do here. Once again, you're going to get 13. It's the expansion itself is an equivalent to another game that you will buy for $60. It's going to be to 100% complete. You're looking at almost 20 hours, if not 20 hours. You're looking at multiple challenges that are available. There's Trials of Morrigan, where you got, if for those who like a challenge and want to get tested and want to fight different bosses and stuff like that, or hordes of enemies, that's available to you. It's overall a great package, and it does help. Ireland is beautiful, and then some of the new characters are interesting, such as Kiara. Kiara is a much wonderful addition. Beautiful voice, beautiful singing. The singing in this expansion is really, whoever's voicing her is amazing. I gotta say that whoever's voicing Kiara in this expansion is amazing. The singing is amazing. The accent is beautiful. The looks of this character is beautiful, and you're gonna have a great time experiencing this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But that's my review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla Wrath of the Druids, and I will see you guys on the next review. Look out for my gameplay uploads. I'm out of here. Peace.